I got to attend MetaConnect 2024 and find out what Meta's been cooking up and what they plan to cook up for the next year, and it's some pretty juicy stuff. So if you're interested, stay tuned, and I'll give you all the details on what my demo experience was like, what these new products entail, and what you yourself should be buying and looking into. With that being said, let's hop straight in. For starters, I got to try out the MetaQuest 3S. This is the newest device in the Quest lineup, and is meant primarily for those teetering between the Quest 3 and the Quest 2. This is for people who have not used VR before and are looking to get into VR, where the price point of the Quest 3 might be a little too high at $500, and so you're looking for something a little bit cheaper. That's what the Quest 3S aims to solve. It basically has all the internals of the Quest 3, allowing it to play all the Quest 3 exclusive titles that the Quest 2 cannot, but then it's wrapped in a Quest 2 frame. It's got the same Fresnel lenses as the Quest 2, which gives it its larger form factor than the Quest 3. The main sell of this device is the fact that it's able to run all the Quest 3 software while still being at a cheaper price point. The Quest 3 is by far still the best standalone headset that I could recommend. However, it does come at a fairly lofty price for some people. That's where this aims to serve that lower market of people who haven't used VR, so they don't know if they're going to love it yet and use it actively, but those who still want to try. You can either buy a Quest 2, which is still a great value. You can get Quest 2s anywhere from $150 to $200, or you can now get the Quest 3S when it launches, which allows you to play all the games that the Quest 2 cannot. The Quest 3S also uses the Quest 3 controllers instead of the old Quest 2 controllers. This is great as the Quest 3 controllers are amazing. They don't have the ring, so you don't have to worry about it. And they're small and light, and they fit well into your hands and feel almost seamless as you're playing with the experiences. Apart from some of the hardware trade-offs, the Quest 3S basically keeps all of the same software as the Quest 3, including some new updates that are coming out for the Quest lineup, including a new theater mode, as well as some other reframing and resizing options, as well as just generic home screen navigation and convenience. Moving on to the second demo I tried, the Ray-Ban Metas. I was honestly most excited for this demo as I absolutely love my Ray-Ban Metas. I daily drive with them, I put in my prescription lenses, I use them all the time. They have amazing use cases, and I could just go on and on for hours. I was hoping to see some new hardware here. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. So instead, we just got a bunch of new software. Software which, keep in note, is not coming out yet. It's coming out later down the line, later this year, maybe into next year. So keep that in mind when I talk about it. But some of these new features include the ability to now scan QR codes. It'll then read you things from the page, tell you where it's going, tell you things about the QR code. Another cool thing you can now do is set reminders for yourself using your Ray-Ban Metas. It's really cool because they've now added memory to the glasses. They don't actually store the memory on the glasses, it's stored in your app, so you have to have your phone on you in order to use this. But what happens is you can take photos of things, tell your glasses things, and it'll remember it, put it in a little storage bank in your MetaView app, and then when you ask your Ray-Bans questions, it'll pull from that memory bank when answering. So if you wanted to say, hey Meta, take a picture of this lamp, I need to buy it later. It'll then store that in its memory, and then later you can be like, hey Meta, did I need to buy something? And it will tell you, yes, you wanted to buy a lamp. And then you could access it in your MetaView app and it'll show you. You can also do things such as send text messages to people, which you could do previously, but now you can attach images to it, which is super nifty. And then last but not least, honestly, my favorite feature, the coolest feature is the live translation, where you can now look at something and ask Meta to translate it. Be like, hey Meta, take a photo of this and tell me what it says in English. It'll recognize what language it's in, it'll then read it to you in that language and tell you the English translation. This isn't perfect, but it is still phenomenal and amazing. If you're going to another country, you can just wear your glasses, walk around, you don't have to pull out your phone, you can stay immersed while also figuring out what the hell is going on. The last demo that I got to try was the new AI model that takes a picture of your face and then you can ask it to do things with your face in like another sense. So like, hey, give me a photo of me as Darth Vader. And then it'll give you a really crappy version of you kind of maybe looking a little bit like Darth Vader. All in all, Meta's AI stuff, especially with the image generation, is kind of I'm not all that interested. The only thing I really care about for Meta's AI is how they integrate it with the Ray-Ban Metas. So I've still given them props for trying. But there's not much there, so don't get your hopes up about anything too special. With that being said, I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody. Bye.